One, we're gonna race us some Pragas at Spa, at the circuit Spa Francorchamps. Francorchamps. I can't like say these things properly, so yeah. Anyway, anyway, event. I gotta go join the server. I'm a bit late to the start. And there we go. Password. Do I remember password? Is that the password? No, it's not. Is it? Shit, I need to check the password. Yeah, it has to be this, right? Let's check if my sound works. It does. Okay, cool. Let me just remove a certain tag. Ready? Okay, good. We got a scene. I'm very hungry right now, just so you know. Yep, let's go. Let's go. And I'm gonna do a going live thingy. Oh, lags. Okay, fix that. That should be better now. I'm gonna. Except I'm gonna try actually using softs, because like they've been quite a bit faster and pretty good in practice. Let me double check that I haven't got like the event details wrong, but yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it's a 1 hour race. It's gonna be very interesting. I think there is a mandatory pit stop, so that's gonna make things interesting, and I think that might make running softs viable. It all depends. So the fuel I have in right now should be enough, just about enough for half the race. Yeah, cut too much. You can cut a lot of radio in Assetto Corsa, but that was too much. That was clearly too much. You know what? I was going to like make it. I was going to make my default scene. It's not scene, but like my apps, my UI in AC a bit prettier for streams, but I never got around to doing that. I also never got around to taking this corner properly. That's a very bad way to take this corner. That's a very, very bad way to that. But I think I'm going to start on softs regardless, because like they can last for at least 20 minutes. So if I decide that they cannot last half a race, I'll just switch to mediums halfway through, and I'll be just fine doing that. So I have a backup plan if my main plan doesn't work, which is very important, I think. I'm gonna have to grab some tea or like, I don't know, something. I'm very hungry right now. It's very late, and it's the race is not going to start until like an hour from now, which is like basically what I'm saying is that tomorrow is going to be fucking painful for me, which is a problem because tomorrow is Monday. But oh well, it's worth it. Big slide at La Source. Not something you want. Oh, my traction control's off. I think I actually want that on. Ah, and yeah, that's way too much cutting. That's stupid. Uh, Wait, is traction control? Oh no, I'm just like my keyboard is not in the game, so yeah. Yeah, this car should have I think. Yeah, I decided I want to keep traction control on because, well, I'm just faster with it. The car has it. It's not like, you know, it's some sort of an external aid thing, like it was with the escorts. The last race of escorts was fucking mental. I mean, all of them were. Well, I missed one, so I'm assuming that one was mental. But I mean, honestly, the escort is just a fairly insane car to drive. So it's safe to assume that any race with the escort is going to be mental. That's a very safe bet to make. Now, I'm hoping for a good result tonight, because the Praga is one of my favorite cars in Assetto Corsa. It's just, like, it's a ton of fun to drive, it's... Cool little prototype. Like, I think when I first got my G27, and I was just like figuring out how to use a force feedback wheel, I think the Praga was the car like I practiced with the most. Partly because that was also like the one thing I used to do before I got this steering wheel, when I had my little piece of shit $20 steering wheel. What I would do with a Theta Corsa, I would just like load it up sometimes and just do laps here at Spa with the Praga. Oh, that was a slide. That was super fucking scary. That was fear. That was very scary. Should be fine though. Yeah, cause look at that. That should give me the best time fairly quick. But I'm assuming that some people are also gonna be like still trying to, you know, do setups while I did like a bunch of laps on the practice server. I did a bunch of laps in single player, so I think I have a fairly solid setup. So then yeah, but lots of time lost right there, but big mistake on entrance. Yeah, these medium speed corners are like the worst part of the track. I mean, in terms of like the most difficult part of the track. Like at this point, I think I've even figured out the final chicane better than I have that part of the track, which is not something I ever thought I was going to say. Figuring out the final chicane at Spa, that thing's mental. But yeah, basically brake early and don't lock. And then... and have a good exit. And that's gonna be me at the top of the leaderboards. Right there, just like that. Just like that. And that was still a fairly massive mistake. And that's why I'm thinking of... that's why I think I should go with softs, because like, they allow me to get away with so much that the mediums don't. Like, with the mediums, you know, I make mistake like that, that will ruin my lap much, much worse. With this, I can just... even when I make mistakes, make a big mistake on my corner, there's gonna be a bunch more corners where I'm a lot faster than everybody else, because I'm on softs. That's a small mistake, going up on that curb, so I could have been faster. This is probably actually my single least favorite turn on the whole track, I think. I mean, I don't like the chicane either, but you know, that's 2 turns and not 1. And you know, I can't say I dislike one of them more than the other, so... I don't know, at least in this car, it's just very awkward, that slow second gear corner at around 100 kilometers an hour. This car does not like doing that very much. It's much... this car is not super happy being below 150, I don't think. Over that it's fun, like the downforce starts being a thing. It becomes very fun to drive. Turn left. And no, that wasn't very good. And that's a fantastic lap actually. These softs are really good and like they last for at least 20 minutes without starting to go off. I'm gonna... ah, shit. Big damage moment. Well, I'm just gonna come in and have that fixed, I guess. Because the reason I'm not like just teleporting back is because I'm trying to test how much. Well, a few things. I do want to test like how much damage is going to slow me down. I imagine quite a bit, because I'm going to lose front... I have to be losing some front downforce from that amount of damage. It's only body damage, I think. I don't think there's suspension damage, so maybe not too much. The screen... I mean, the windshield being cracked is definitely gonna be annoying to deal with. Well, it's not like race engine. That's a mistake by me. That's not like a damage thing. That's just a mistake by me. So like that's not super good for the tires to do that. Okay, that's about right. No, that's no too wide. Just trying to stay within bounds, and it's... oh, nope, now I'm fucked. Nice recovery though. Like this like that little chicane is a very tricky part, because you're in that gray area where the downforce sort of starts working, but not really. So you have to, you know, you use a lot of throttle, but not too much. I mean, to be fair, like traction control does take care of most of it. Oh, that's a very good speed by Ben in P2 over there. Oh, I can say that I'm just practicing my pit entry, because I'm gonna have to do that at least once in the race. Hopefully not more than once, eh? My back is going to hurt so much, by the way. I'm not, like, it's gonna be a problem for me to get to sleep because of that. Oh, the repair is so quick. Like, the repair is so quick, you can get that done while changing the tires for sure. Unless it's sequential and not... Okay, I am repaired. Okay, tires don't get too cold when doing that, so that's good to know. Very nice. So yeah. So yeah, since I do have about half a race worth of fuel, yeah. I'm going to like also redo my calculations just in case, but... You know, just in case. Just in case. But I'm so glad I discovered this mod. It's called LMP GUI. And it's really nice because it lets me, you know, essentially have shift lights without having to see the actual wheel in the game. And like, so you know, I don't have to use the the I don't have to use the camera with super poor visibility just to be able to see when I need to shift. Like, that's actually a pretty big problem in a Praga, in prototypes in general. It's just that visibility out of them is not like, it's not fantastic even in real life, but when I am limited to, like, it's probably okay with, you know, like a 3 more. It's probably okay in VR, it's probably okay with like even a triple monitor setup, but I got one monitor and it's not like some sort of a large curved thing. It's just, I mean, it's pretty sizable, right? But it's still just a 27-inch, it's not massive. Not some sort of a, yeah, not some sort of a massive thing. Wow. So yeah. Up a bit of a slide through Rajion. Not the best, not what I want to see. I in fact very much would not like to see that. I gotta say hi to everybody. Good, good, good. Someone's stopping to go back to the pits. They were nice enough to pull off the track, that's good. Sometimes people don't. Well, not, like, actually not in Ark really. In Ark people are pretty good about not doing that. It's mostly... I gotta say, it's so much nicer racing in Ark than it was racing in SGP Opens, because... Like, there's actual moderation here. I should know, I got slapped with a fucking race ban pretty early on. And like, fully deserved to be... You know, and that's fine. It was fully deserved by me. Like, I guess... Maybe slightly harsh, but not unfair in any way. Okay, maybe going... Shit. Maybe going wider, going over that grate is not so great. Uh, having the estimated laps thingy at the bottom is real nice, by the way. That's another great thing about this mod. Being able to see that is, you know, so helpful in a race. It's gonna be so helpful in a race with a pit stop in a longer race like this one. Not the best. Took too much curb on the left. Like, there's a sweet spot there when you cut the corner pretty much, but don't completely jump over the curbs, because if you jump over them too much, you do lose a bunch of speed. Gotta keep. You can keep like just below 120 through there, I think. Any more, and it gets risky. Too inconsistent. Okay. I'm like 2/3 through my fuel tank. That bad exit was on me, not on the tires. What was that? Like, that was just bad lines by me. That's not the tires going bad. I can tell that the tires are still alright. So like, see, yeah, they still can take that just fine. You see that? That's not a green sector, but I'm matching my best. Maybe the tires are slightly worse at braking, actually, at this point. Like, I'm not... Like, they're locking a bit more easily, which is a... And this car, it has traction control, does not have ABS. But it doesn't lock super easily, thankfully, if you just a bit careful with the brakes. You can see, like, you can see I have a thing up with my... Oh yeah, for sure, don't go wide. What's ACP? I have no idea, mate. Presumably some sort of a plugin. Assetto Corsa P. It's probably like a super noob thing to not know. And like, I really should know, considering I've been sim racing for almost a year now. But I know nothing. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Okay, shift at 230 up here. Yeah, very nice. Purple sector, green sector, going very fast here now. Optimal shifting. You can touch the curb on the left, but on the right, I mean, you really don't want to touch the curb on the left afterwards. It's and you like, yeah, these curbs are quite high, so like, again, I don't spin because the tires are going bad. I spin because I'm driving like a moron. Okay, I'm going to just let this guy by, because I'm like, I can tell that the tires are a bit worse, but it just makes them feel more like mediums rather than makes them really go off. And I think even if they do go off, it's worth it for the performance boost I will get early in the race, so I can get a bunch for it. Yeah, looks like people also like have the same idea at this point after watching me, which, you know, that was bound to happen. They're not. They all know what they're doing. They know what to watch for. And if they know if someone's doing just fine on the same set of mediums for so long, I mean I do spin, like, and you know, that might actually turn people off from actually using that stuff, from actually using the softs in the race. but look at that. I have 2 laps of fuel left only. And my mediums and my softs I think are still alright. So if I just switch, if I just, you know, refuel, switch on another set of softs, and that way I can stay on softs and get a performance boost the whole race. And I'm thinking that's gonna be the strat, because lots of people are on softs right now. Like, some people probably will go careful. I mean, that's not a guarantee with a field this small. Very good chance that we do not see any strategy variety. Which is a bit of a shame, but... Like, the thing is, there's not too much strategy that can be fitted into a 1 hour race. Like, it's really, you have to like enforce multiple pit stops in order to have a lot of variety in a race this short. In a longer race, for sure, there's gonna be variety. Not with this one. Oh, look at that! That's a ooh, man, that guy just put in a fast lap. I'm scared of him. If he can do that consistently, I am completely, I cannot win. Like, I was feeling a bit optimistic about my chances, like being at the top of the timing for so long, and no, I'm no longer feeling optimistic about my victory chances. I'm still fighting for podium for sure. Victory. Gonna need some luck. Gotta hope that maybe that guy just set a super fast lap, but is actually super inconsistent. Like, I don't think I've raced against them before. I don't think I know how good they are. What? Sup, Alice? How you doing? What you up to? Brake. That's what I try. Thank downshift protection for saving me there. I accidentally almost downshifted 1 gear too low, and that would be bad. Like, I would spin probably. But yeah, look at that. Like, I am losing quite a bit of time from the tires at this point, but it's not massive. I would be doing like 26s with mediums anyway, even with new ones. Like, the fall off really is not bad. Like, there's no cliff. Not yet anyway. Okay, and I'm going to have to set up my... Just need to replace the front fastest point. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm really fucking tired. And I'm going to be like fucked tomorrow. I'm going to feel like absolute shit tomorrow because it's super late. Oh shit. I'm racing and I got to walk. So, yeah. Softs with 21 pressures all around. I'm going to be fucked tomorrow, but it's worth it. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's worth it. I make a conscious choice to feel like shit tomorrow, so I can feel good right now. Even though my back still hurts like a bitch. That's actually, that's not, again, I keep going off, and like, you might think that's because the tires are going off, but no, it's because I'm stupid. I'm just racing like someone who cannot race. Now I'm going to calculate. Stop down here. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I have never raced against you, so I do not know that for sure. Actually. Okay, oh, that's the line. See, the tires are fine because I can take a line like that. The tires have to be fine for a line like that to be a thing. A bit of a silly line. Touch gravel. This guy really confused. Don't worry, mate. I'm confused as well. I know nothing. Forza 3? Yeah. Yeah, again, never played those, but like I'm told the older ones are better. Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of cheating on Forza 3. Forza 5, sorry. Ah, not Horizon even, eh? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's like a simple... Forza is like a proper simcade, right? Like, I mean, it's not fully simulatory, but it definitely tries. I mean, it's like, I mean, Forza is pretty much just Xbox's version of Gran Turismo, basically, right? And so, and the genre that those games occupy is something that I like to call accessible simulator. In that they do in fact aim to simulate, you know, motorsport, and they do in fact aim to, you know, have like an actual representation of cars in there. But they tone it down so that the average gamer can pick it up and play it. And I mean, those games are like, as a sim racer, you kind of have to appreciate those games. Like, all but the most elitist of sim racers are going to appreciate an accessible simulator because, well, those are the games that got most sim racers into sim racing in the first place, right? Like, you know, if it's different games depending on the, like, I mean, like every sim racer who owned a PlayStation 4, 4. Why did I say 4? Any PlayStation. Why did I say 4? Who owned a PlayStation is going to have fond memories of Gran Turismo. And, you know, anyone who's you know, who maybe was young enough to have Xbox as their first console might remember Forza very fondly. I also had PC, so the only thing I remember is early Need for Speed games, which were vaguely simmy. Yeah, very close to Forza. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, did they say that like randomly or on a marketing thing? A Ridge Racer. I had a Ridge Racer game on my fake GBA. It was pretty fun, actually. Like, it was a very weird game because, see, most racing games on Game Boy Advance, they use like a essentially a 2D engine, right? Like, it barely has any 3D functionality. It's called something ATV Thunder Ridge Racer, I think it was called. It's not an actual Ridge Racer game, but like a spin-off with the name on it. It was but the thing is that it was actual 3D. Like, it had an actual 3D map of 3D map terrain in a it was done in a way that was actually like really realistic for the GBA. GBA, Game Boy Advance and Advance SP had some wild games on it. Yeah, Duke Nukem 3D. See, that's actually one of the best examples of a shooter on the GBA. Like, something that's actually quite hard to do. But yeah, that was pretty fucking... I played a bit of 007 Nightfire. It was okay. But the most insane thing that's on the GBA, I think, is Driver 3. Or Drive 3R, as they stylized it, because that was the style of the time. That was fucking stupid. Anyway, Driver 3, because that is a full 3D GTA clone. I will not... Hi, Brian. I remember, yes. I just did a practice pit stop. I do remember. I have a plan for the race. I have a strategy. I have gone a bit wide. Yeah, Driver 3. Yeah, no problem. I was going to stream the GTM race as well, but I just kind of forgot about it. I'm going to feel like absolute garbage tomorrow. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. See, that was not a very good way to take that corner. And I lost like 3/10, I think, through there. It's something stupid like that. Okay. See, now that was a good way to take these couple of corners. Yeah, I did get her to try some, like, some driving sim. She was not very good. Yeah, see, that's just not a fantastic lap. Made quite a few mistakes there. So brake like after the 100-meter board. Yeah, that's a good. That's good T1. That's good T1. Still lost. Technically slower than my best, but I got a good exit, so I might just regain that over this very long straight. Depends on how well I take Rajion. Oh, that's a bit sketchy, very sketchy, and wide on the nope. Somehow that is not a corner cut. I mean, it's a different feel. It's the thing is that in a simulator, you know, with one monitor, and like with a cheap G27. Well, but mostly it's about the one monitor thing. You just do not have the same awareness of the car as you do in reality. Like that's something that you need either VR or like a really kick-ass triple monitor setup. But yeah, you just do not have like... Yeah, in VR, just... Like, it depends, like, some people actually prefer just having multiple monitors, because... The thing about multiple monitors is that it does... Like, if positioned right, if it's a good monitor, so they can kind of simulate actually being in the car pretty damn well. And like I don't think like real high-end, professional simulators for real life racing drivers to train in. I don't think those tend to use VR. They tend to have just a massive curved display, like with but they do it with a projector. Just have a basically size of a tiny cinema screen, like a tiny cinema screen. And they just built a whole cockpit in real life. Put the simulated, put the like simulated wheel in there. Yeah. Though I do wonder, like, why don't one thing I wonder is that, like, if you wanna train, like, if you're an actual racing driver, right? You wanna train for your actual racing. Like, is it a good idea to maybe just, like, make a VR helmet, like, strap a VR headset to a racing helmet? Like, you're gonna be wearing a helmet when you're racing anyway, so it's not like having this thing on your head is going to be some sort of a distraction. I mean, the weight would be different. I mean, obviously it's not super practical, but if you are an actual racing driver and you have the budget, to go racing in real life, you're fine with it being impractical if it can get you closest to real life feeling. Yeah, essentially like that. I mean, it would just be easier to pretty much just like cut up a helmet and I imagine it would be just cut up a helmet and just attach an existing headset to it. Oh yeah, super niche, obviously, but again, what I'm talking about is an extremely niche application of it. But the thing is that with VR you do have some issues in that, you don't see your actual hands. Now, I don't imagine the drivers tend to actually, like, actively look at their hands much, but having them there in your field of vision can be, it's pretty important for the brain to coordinate shit. And so like you'd have to have a bunch of just supporting software just to do stuff like letting you see your own hands through the helmet, essentially. Like another point, if you can already just, yeah, of your character, you do, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you can just have tracking. Tracking is imperfect though. Like I imagine, like because in an application like that, you don't really care about your character, right? That's not the point of it. So I imagine a better solution than like any sort of hand tracking would be to just like with just have something like an AI driven thing to just, you know, capture video of a camera from your headset. They do have, you know, just recognize your hands, cut them out and stick them as an overlay on whatever it is you're playing. Like I wonder if that is I mean that's probably and I mean that is probably needlessly complex when the tracking exists, and it's pretty good from what I've seen. So but I think like the real question there would be latency. Which way is faster? Because yeah, I think the latency would actually be the deciding factor then on which way is better. Because, you know, like, because, you know, when for a professional actual racing driver, this kind of tiny mismatch could be enough to throw them off just a tiny bit. And, you know, that tiny bit does matter at professional level. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that my plan's gonna work. I'm thinking that my strat is just gonna work just fine. And brake now. Down to first. Use the curb, all of it. I think could have done the second part of that a tiny bit better, but whatever. My back is going to hurt so much tomorrow, by the way. I mean, it hurts today. Oh bloody hell! I'm gonna have to race in the DTM tomorrow. That's gonna be so fucking painful, man. Oh well. Oh shit! I haven't. I'm gonna read that comment in a second on the straight, Alice, because Radeon requires a bit of focus. Okay, switch. Once played the VR racing game, I decided to see how far the game would go. I turned my head as far I could see the back in like in real life. Well done. Yeah, I mean those interiors are typical, like in any game, like that would be used for that. The interior would typically be fully modeled. Yeah, I did play. I played. I once played Dirt Rally on like a full 360-degree sim rig. I mean, in like a motion sim rig. I mean, and with VR, it was pretty intense, and I absolutely sucked because it was years ago. Before I'd even. It was a long time ago before I'd even considered the idea of, you know, buying a force feedback steering wheel. Just the one cracked actually. I'm gonna make a throne. Like, I'm not sure if that, because I'm in Russia and I'm not sure if that would even work, and actually, well, essentially, and also people, like, I'm not gonna, like, people sending me stuff is not one, it's not something I need right now. Well, I just got distracted and just, yeah, I understand, it's not a bad idea inherently, right, it's just, my current situation makes it a problem to do that, so, okay, let me do, okay, let me do some math, I'm gonna do math, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be a math doing kind of guy, so, 2 minutes 25 seconds is 145 seconds. Yeah. So I wanna do 60 by 60 divide by 145. That equals about 24 laps for the race. So I want to have 12 laps essentially on each of my. Okay, that's fine. 12 laps on each set of mediums. And I want to put in extra. Okay, and then if I go into pit stop strategy, I will want, yep, add 34 more liters. Actually, maybe I can add 33. Just, yeah, yeah. I can change it on the fly if I really want to. And I'm gonna go ahead, save it, and I'm going to also just take out a bunch of fuel and save setup as qualification. Setup 4 laps at a time should be just fine. And all right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get myself some more tea real quick here. Just get ready, and then we're gonna go and start our competitive sessions. Okay, let's fucking go. Have you ever tried to make tea with lukewarm water? It doesn't work super well, as you can see by the state of this tea. But I didn't have time to boil it, so yep, lukewarm tea it is. Bulka, hi there. Happy holidays to you too, mate. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry other Christmas. And generally, happy any kind of holiday. Alright, thanks. Like, I don't expect it to become available anytime soon. Like, in the coming years. In the coming years. Oh. Okay, let's go. Yep. Yep. But we're gonna stop the discussion for now. Just probably a bit paranoid by me, but like at this point, anyone who isn't paranoid is just fucking weird. At least, at the very least. There are actually still people out. Fuck. There are actually still people out there who call themselves optimists. That's just fucking wild, isn't it? Optimism. Well, I think it got fucking depressing. Wow. Let's talk about something nice like tea, which is good even if it's just shitty and lukewarm. Is shitty tea better than no tea? Because like with coffee, I think it's better no coffee than shitty coffee. Because shitty coffee is just absolutely awful. But with tea, I don't think that's the case. Like I think I'm more tolerant of shitty tea than I am of shitty coffee. But that's just because of like the nature of the drinks, right? Coffee is stronger flavor, bitter, and like, and with something like that, it has to be good. Otherwise, you just get shitty bitterness, and just burnt taste, and that's no good. And with tea, meanwhile, you don't really get that if you get shitty tea. You just like you have to you have to steep the tea for hours for it to become properly bitter. And but I do say that as someone who likes strong tea. Like I have a box of tea, a box of like 100 tea bags that was purchased, and we just drank like two bags from it, and now it's just there because that tea is just weak and shitty. And like I'll drink it if I'm out of other tea, but what I prefer to do is I prefer to just go outside and buy a new bag of like normal good tea. Um, yeah, well, yeah, like going outside and buy some nice Earl Grey. I do love me some Earl Grey. Do you prefer green tea or black tea, Alice? I'm I'm gonna guess black tea because I think that's what most people prefer. And I'm no exception. Yes, yeah, black tea. I'm pretty sure that's just like I like green tea as well. Yeah, it depends really on the tea. Shit. Matcha is cool, yeah. It's not really, I mean, it's not technically tea, right? That's just not the same plant. Not. But you know, it's like, but like people call things that are not technically tea, like all the time. At least that's a thing here. Like people will say that. People will say like chamomile, chamomile. I actually don't know how to pronounce that word. Chamomile tea. But that, even though that's not tea, that's chamomile. That's a different plant. Mint tea. Even though that's not tea. That's just a different plant. That's just fucking. You just take mint, you put it in hot water. That's. Yeah, chai. I mean, yeah, exactly. Chai is in fact Russian for tea. It's chai. Yeah, we just took that entire word, put it into our language. You know, a very interesting thing to me is how different languages treat loan words. Something I noticed in English a lot is that a lot of the time, when there's like a more modern loan word, when there's a more modern loan word in English, the way it tends to go is they not only borrow the word, but they also borrow a bit of rules of another language. Like, and the word doesn't like is not pronounced according to English language rules. Welsh. I'm scared to look at Welsh. That was an awful exit. Like I need to get a lap together like very quickly, because I wasted a bunch of time already, and this is not a good T1, not a good last nose. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I am kind of scared to look at Welsh, but I'm also, but I also kind of do want to look at it because I'm scared. I'm quite interested in in difficult languages, just because they are difficult to learn. Someday I'm gonna finish learning Spanish, which I'm doing right now. And then I'm just gonna learn some language that is completely... I don't even know what that is. And then I'm just gonna learn some language that is like completely impractical, but just cool. Like... Gonna go full weeb mode and learn Japanese. Or gonna go... or going to go like half Tolkien fan and learn Finnish. Because that's like Elvish, but somewhat useful in real world. very old version of French. Yeah, from Brit. Guessing it was spoken in Brittany. There we go. That's a lap. Now that is a lap. Give me the pole position. That's pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, but yeah, I'm also like I would like to learn some language that is, you know, just doesn't have a lot of speakers someday. Just, you know, just to help keep it alive. French is a southwestern Brittonic language of the Celtic family. Spoken in Brittany, part of modern-day France. Okay, last lap. Let's make it count, eh? Already slow. It's the only Celtic language still widely in use on the European mainland, albeit as a member of the insular branch instead of continental grouping. Interesting. Yeah, Celtic languages are pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to read that for a bit. Touching the inner curb there was so sketchy, man. Oh, this is so... that's time loss. Shit. Hopefully I can at least improve. Unless I fuck up. Okay, I will improve unless like I massively screw up now. I think I can improve quite a bit on the bus stop chicane at the end. It's not really a bus stop, but I think people still call it that. Oh, not 24. Twitch feed SSRK. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and like give him a shout out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead and check him out if you want. Yep. So yeah, feel free to go and have him check out. Maybe say hi. Wish him good luck. And let's get some endurance racing going. And decline from. Damn. Yeah, that's not speakers. Okay. Let's have some good fucking racing. Right? Ah, fuck, I forgot my pins. Ah, whatever. I'll do it later. He was talking. Oh, I heard him. I definitely heard him. So, like, either that's like a new issue or something up on your end. I definitely heard the guy. Okay, alignment. And after, do I have the traction control on? Boggers. And fuel fine. 12 laps. 14 laps should be 24 laps for the race. So that should be good. Got some Discord notification. Okay, I'm gonna quickly turn myself. Do not disturb. Very nice. Let's go. Okay, lights. Six lights are on. And we are off. Keep the lead through first corner. very bad Radion to start with. Thankfully, Wayne behind me also had very bad Radion. Rip. I'm not the only guy on softs, huh? Let's see how that works out for us then. Most are definitely on mediums though. Okay, I'm gonna have the most advantage in the early race, so I'm just gonna focus on not fucking up, and my tires should carry me to a decent gap. Yeah, look at that. Tire advantage is pretty large in this corner. Next corner is gonna be crucial as well, because yeah, like in the previous corner, downforce also helps, right? Here, not really. It's kind of beginning to help, but not a lot. The tires matter massively. This corner as well, just no downforce, all tires. And look at that. Look at that. I'm so much faster because my tires are just better. Damon Rocha over there. Not sure who that is. Not sure how fast he is. Have not raced against him before. But I am worried. I think, was that the person who did the 24 in practice? Better not be, because I'm scared. They're on mediums or not on soft, so again, that tire advantage is gonna keep me going for a bit. All the soft runners, I think, have fallen back quite a bit, so I don't have to worry about them. Nice. How's he doing? Is he having an exciting time? Because I am. That was a pretty decent Radion there. No way it wasn't gonna be a purple because I did it fucking off. He's doing very well. That's good. That's nice. Maybe he'll catch up to me and we'll have some good battles. I'd like that. I mean, on some level I would not, because you know, yeah, I'm at 30 FPS. Is it like bad? I can't be at 60. I cannot encode that fast. My PC is a bit for potato, you know that. I'm looking at upgrading my PC. Not really upgrading. I'm looking to buy a new laptop because I will need a portable PC. But yeah, yeah, no doubt, mate. It's especially in racing games, 60 FPS is so important to have. And I'm sorry I cannot provide that. But anyway, I'm looking to buy a new laptop. Well, a used laptop, but it's like pretty much any laptop that's worth spending money on is gonna have a CPU more powerful than what is in my current PC. Like, I'm looking to get like either a Ryzen or I think I'll end up having to get like an 8th Gen i7 thing in a laptop, because what I want to do is I want to be able to get an external GPU enclosure for it and just, you know, use that as my PC, because that's either going to be just an overall upgrade if I do that. Yep. Oh, bad T1. Lost, easy to 10th loss. And Daniel behind me gained a bit. Oh, he's on softs. I thought he was on mediums for some reason. He couldn't have changed, so like I guess I'm just stupid. Okay, that has to be the guy who did the 24 then. Then yeah, I'm super worried about him actually. Oh well, I'll defend when the time comes. For now, Yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to go with the Intel platform because I don't think like there is any accessible to me, like affordable AMD laptops that have Thunderbolt, and I need that. You need that for an external GPU. Like I think that's still. I think that you know the AMD laptops of that generation are still quite a bit better for price performance, even now, even like used versus used. I think that mobile, like mobile Ryzen 7s, I think are just a bit nicer than mobile i7s. If well, if talking by power, I think uh, Intel was still a bit more uh, had thermal efficiency on their side back then. Still had to lift there to not go horribly wide. Anyway, what I was saying, yeah, i7s and Ryzen 7s. But yeah, I don't think I can have an external GPU with an AMD CPU and a laptop like that. So I might have to go back to the dark side and get an Intel. I mean, like to be fair, I to be fair, AMD's not that not much better than Intel right now, and the only reason they were being nice is because they desperately had to fight against Intel for their very existence. I mean, not really existence, you know, but for relevance. Because the instant AMD goes bankrupt, Intel gets slapped with all kind of anti-competitors of shit. Oh yeah, you could run this very easily. Again, this, but like by default, Assetto Corsa is not a new game. Is the first thing you need to know. Like it came out in like what 2014, right? I think there was like it was early access in 2012, something like that. It's not a new game. You can absolutely run it. Very easily. And you know, it's also like one of the best games if you want to, you know, check out, try and get into sim racing, or even just check out if you want to try getting into sim racing, because it gets super cheap on any sale, like any Steam sale. Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition, yeah, see, it's £30 by default. It's like £3 on sales. You can probably find like a third-party key reseller that for very cheap, because the game goes 90% off like all the damn time. Okay, it's 50 off. Oh, okay. Again, but like I said, it does go like 90% off on like every damn sale. But the real expense of sim racing is the hardware. The games are mostly cheap. Like iRacing gets pretty expensive, but other than that, and some DLCs are a bit pricey, but it's not that. It's very cheap to get into because of existence of Assetto Corsa. And like, and Automobilista 2 is quite cheap as well. It's not an expensive game. It's not, the DLC policy is sensible. Yeah, steering wheel is gonna... that's gonna be 100 pounds at least. Yeah. I mean, you have to be... you have to do it VR with the controller. Because you can't... like, you can't just... I mean, you probably can set up some sort of controls when you just, you know, spin your VR controllers in the air to simulate a wheel, but it's not going to be... like, you're going... it's going to be a fucking pain to control. Because there's gonna be just no precision in that. Yeah. I mean, like, you can get an old, and even older force feedback steering wheel for cheaper, but, like, I don't think there's a point in getting something older than G27. I mean, like, there's a point, because you can still play with it, it'll work, it'll be fun, you can even be competitive with them. But the force feedback is not going to be as good, because there's G25, right? And before that there was Driving Force GT. And like, you can, you know, you will have, you know, the same 900 degrees of steering. And you will have force feedback. But you might not have like a separate... you might not have an H shifter. And with also, so with the G27, the basic mechanism of the wheel, right, it's still being sold as new as the G29, G920. They added more buttons, more features, but the basic, like the wheelbase itself, I don't think has changed. It hasn't changed much at all. Yeah, it hasn't changed much if at all. And for G27s, from what I've heard in UK, go for around £100. But that also, like, will heavily depend on your precise location, because, you know, used market gonna be different everywhere. I got this for, I think, equivalent of £150, and it was like the average price. The wheels are, steering wheels, like that force feedback, are a bit more expensive than average here, actually, from what I looked on like various used wheel websites. Used wheel websites, just you know, second-hand marketplaces. Fuck! I cannot ban this guy. Shit. Fuck me! My mod icons are gone. Shit. Can I make you a mod? Can I make you a mod really quickly, Alice? Can I just, like, give you... Oh, no, I know how to ban him. 1 second. I don't know how to make someone a mod with one hand, but I know how to ban someone with one hand. And like half an eye. I'm locking the brakes a bit much. That's so slow, that's so slow, that's so slow. Mate, fucking wanker bot piece of garbage, man. Genuinely, fuck you. Like, no, normally I don't care much about banning bots, but this one's personal. Fuck you in particular, you cost me like half a second in a race. Like, you don't just annoy me, you don't just waste my time, you waste my time when I'm racing. That's the next level. Like, you're gonna be banned anyway, but this... but this time is the only time I take genuine joy in banning a bot. Because, you know, normally there's no joy in it, because it's a bot, it's not like, it's not some asshole person, right? It's... I mean, there is an asshole person behind it. But, you know... Actually, I actually don't know. Maybe this one was not a bot. Maybe this one was just some guy they... I mean, no way that's not a bot, man. No fucking way that's not a bot. Game name. I don't... The funny thing is, Alice, I don't think there is a game I really want at the moment. Like, I have... Like, I had a bunch of money for over the winter sale period, and I just fucking stared at Steam, and I kept going like, there's nothing I want. Like, genuinely, like I could, like I had enough spending money. I still have it because I didn't spend it, but to buy any game I could want. I could buy like, I could buy a Paradox game with all the DLC, all of them in one go, right? And I chose not to, because I just fucking... There's nothing I actually really want. I considered buying Automobilista 2, but I decided against it because I don't even play... Because I bought Assetto Corsa Competizione and I don't even play that really. So like, if there's gonna be a second sim I get into, it's gonna be that before anything else. While Automobilista 2 is cool, right? But the thing is, my PC is slightly below the minimum spec requirements for that. Even though I did check, like, I did download the demo and it does run okay, but... First of all, I have no idea if the demo is up to date at all. Like, a lot of the times, what devs do is they just chuck a demo on there and just forget about it. And it's just some outdated version from 5 years ago. I mean, well, I don't think Automobilista was out 5 years ago. Automobilista 2, I don't think... But you get the point, right? So, I have no idea if the performance in the demo is at all representative of the performance in the actual game. And I for sure cannot stream it. That's actually been a big barrier for me, not playing Assetto Corsa Competizione. I cannot stream that game. Like, no way. No matter how much I lower the settings, no matter how shit I make the stream. And on the other side, yeah, that's not too great. But again, it's quite a bit better to just wait for a sale, because they happen reasonably often and it gets real, and it genuinely 90% off is common. So, you know, you pay £6 for that. Which is... That's like the... £6 for me is like a full price of like Automobilista 2, I think. Is like £6. Something stupid. Okay, okay, I have 4 laps left, a few left. I'm gonna have to check if my... once I go over Radion Rouge... Actually, no, I'm gonna check right now if my... Okay, Okay, it is set up. I think I'm gonna have to add a bit more fuel, because just to be careful. Oh, that was off track, sorry about that. I think that won't mean too much time though. Привет, привет. Да, ёлка к потолку. Oh, do you like my tree, Alice, by the way? Did you notice that? Like, I noticed you have not commented on it, so you might not have noticed. Да, елка, ну, не к потолку, а к полочке. К потолку слишком высоко. It's something that I wanted to do for like years, but only this year. Just fuck it, let's do it. Whole fucking year's upside down. Might as well have the New Year tree upside down. That's there's nothing wrong with your method, Jalis. It's just it's that's like the Google Translate did not fuck you, but it's just it's such I don't know. It's it's so fucking funny for some reason to me. My sense of humor has deteriorated so much, man. Okay. Wow. Okay, Danone in second has fell back really far. That's a bad turn. Ah, no, it's fine actually. Yeah, I know. You said hello, Russian, and like that just fucking sent me, and I don't know why it sent me. That's я понимаю, что писать разучился. Yeah, he says that he has completely forgotten how to write in English, but does kind of understand what you write. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, this is my mate Atlanta. Used to be my classmate. Back when I was in actual school. And now we play board games and Phasmophobia. And SnowRunner. Cannot forget SnowRunner. We played a ton of Mudrunner actually. Maybe he peated. Maybe he's gone for a peat. Slightly. Maybe he's on a different start to me. Oh, let's find out. I don't think undercut is gonna work at all, especially not. Danon. What was his last name? Does anybody remember? I've forgotten. Shit. You don't know. That's a useful phrase to know in any language. No hablo español. Ich nicht sprechen Deutsch. And the beauty of knowing how to say I don't speak this language in a language is that if you get it wrong, that just proves you right. It's now banned. Nah. I mean, what the fuck is there to know about vodka? It's basically alcohol and water. Tastes like shit. Smells like shit. Kind of okay for cleaning thermal paste off an old CPU. Yeah, because it's basically just that it's basically just slightly just alcohol diluted by water. So you know. Так кто этот ваш водка такой? Что? Ха! Рофлы. Сложные рофлы, помогите. Yeah, I think my strat is gonna work out just fine. I'm pretty sure that my main rival in this race has already taken his pit stop, and I do not think the undercar is going to work. Nah, mate, what you need is you need holy vodka. You gotta get yourself a priest, get him to bless it, bam, holy vodka. Because you know, if wine is the blood of Christ, then vodka is his piss. Yep, yep, exactly. That translation is like final lap on this. Okay, I'm starting to feel tire issues. Let me double check everything. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Got to be real safe on this in lap. I don't know. Just set the fast lap just fine. Okay. Okay, I think that's him in fourth actually. Ну, в фотомофобии нет святой воды. Пшикать на призрака из пшикалки. Давай, иди, вставай. He's leaving because he needs to get up early in the morning and it's late as fucking here. I forgot to do my Spanish today, so I'm hoping I have another streak freeze left. You know what? I'm paranoid. I'm gonna add 34 liters of fuel. Because I started with 34 and this is gonna be halfway distance. I think, yeah, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Okay, pit time. Time to find out if I've been out-strategized. No, Martin Sedage. That's not the guy I was fighting. That's not him. That's not Danon. Danon. Oh, there's a... Yeah, it should be just fine. Like, it says 28 minutes, but I started with 34 liters. So, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. I still have a liter left. I'm just gonna steal out the extra liter because I'm paranoid. Okay, let's go. Change my tires. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, I'm still in third, and I think I'm well within the pit window of Wayne. Of Wayne Morgan. No, I just gotta keep myself in there. On my fresh soft rubber. Oh yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I think I got this in. No way the guys in front have pitted yet. There's no way. I think most people are going for maybe like one set of tires and just pit for a liter of fuel at the end. Start. I think my start is the winning one. And I think if I lose, it's not the fault of the strat, but of me, of my driving. Someone fucking message me on my... That better not be a fucking WhatsApp message, man. I've been forced to actually use WhatsApp and I hate it. That fucking software is garbage. It's what I would like. It's what I like to call marginally better than Skype, which I'm also being forced to use. Okay, yep, that's it. Wayne in the pits. Brake too early, but that's fine. Okay, and I'm well with yeah, Martin. I don't think that Martin has pitted. If he has, then I think I can still catch him. But if he hasn't pitted yet, then his softs must be getting pretty worn by now, and I should be able to catch him pretty quick. If he has, it's gonna be difficult to catch him, but I think I might manage. Because I'm still on fresher tires. And well, I mean, we should have the same amount of fuel now, unless he put in some ridiculously high number to be super careful. But I think he's too good to make that kind of mistake. I mean, I say that, but people who are really good make really stupid mistakes like all the time. It's just like you cannot count on that mistake to occur, but it can happen. Like I'm not super good maybe, right? But I have made mistakes that are so incredibly stupid that you would think I'm you would think I'm way more of a moron than I actually am if you just judge me by those mistakes. But you gotta judge me by my other mistakes as well, which are less moronic. That's like not taking this corner perfectly. Still better than last time I took it, but that was not perfect. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm catching him so fast. He must have so much wing. If I'm catching him on... Oh yeah, and into the pits he goes. Saves me an overtake. And I'm about to set the new fastest lap of the race, I believe. There we go, 25.6, fairly pog. 10 estimated laps, that's about right for the time remaining. 11 estimated laps even, that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Now we just sit back, relax, and, you know, try not to make mistakes. Ben Molam. Has he pitted yet? I do not know. He's quite close to me now, though. Oh, I lost a bit of time there, that's a shame. Oh well, makes it easier for me to improve upon the lap time I gain. Yeah, see? Lost so much time just so I can set another fastest lap next time. Big brain moment. Who's in the pits? I cannot tell. I think Ben's catching up, no? No, not really. Oh, oh, was that him? Oh, that was Ben in the pits. Okay, then he's not catching. No, no, it can't be. Can't be. He only lost 10 seconds. You lose way more than that in the pits. Yeah, I don't know who that was. I just don't know. You can kind of touch these curbs, but not this one. This one's high and it's a murder curb. It's a real one. On the outside is alright, but inside curbs are just murder. They're not like, you know, absolutely insane sausage curbs, but they are very high. They are basically tiny little ramps, and they will do what a ramp does and launch you if you're not careful. I hate this corner because there's no, like, I don't like it because there's no really good braking market. Like I have to brake entirely by feel and by guesswork every time, and so far I haven't fucked it up majorly, and I shouldn't be saying that because I'm jinxing the fuck out of myself, but I. Good. No, I should install like Joy to Key and put a button on my wheel to enable and disable my microphone in Discord so I can stream and be in Discord and not annoy people with my constant talking. Like, that's why I'm not normally in Discord when I'm streaming. Not because I fear like being distracted, and not because I think that people will say inappropriate things, though they could, right? It's a public server, anyone can potentially join and just be a wanker, but I do not fear that kind of thing from any regulars. But I am 100% certain that I will, if I just keep talking like that, I will annoy the shit out of them and be politely asked to leave. I just fucking kicked, I don't know, man. Man. I just think I'd be pretty damn distracting when I'm in streaming mode. It's really interesting actually, just like how after doing it for a while you do develop like just a completely different mode of expressing yourself. When you know you're alive, you just learn to keep talking even if it, you know, doesn't, even if there's not much substance to it. You discuss just things at random, just to feel the air. And like, obviously I do not do it. Like, I don't, you know, talk to myself when I'm racing. Well, not usually. I actually do talk to myself when I'm practicing a lot. But it's not. It's usually strictly focused on what I'm doing, like, oh, I didn't get that corner right, brake there, oh, downshift, 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 like, downshift, downshift, down to third, carefully, just roll it into the corner, keep about 130 kilometers an hour, wide on the second part, that's a mistake, that's gonna cost me a bit of time, but it's not much, so I did not downshift when I should have for some reason. Touch the curb a bit, that's a mistake, that's gonna cost me a bit of time. See, that, like that, and that's how I would talk to myself if I was just by myself. On a stream? No. I find some topics to talk about. Yeah, let's talk about language, let's talk about... I do talk about language a lot. Because I'm it is one of the topics I am genuinely interested in, so it's natural that it comes up a lot. Sometimes I think that I should have, like because, no, I learned English while still in school. In school, I learned English not to actually speak it, right? I sometimes wonder if I should have just, you know, went all in on that, gone to, like, college or university, try and study, like, linguistics, or maybe a translator. I don't know, though, like, I have technically worked as a translator, right? As in, people paid me to translate things, but that was so fucking unprofessional. That shit was so unprofessional to the point it's kind of embarrassing, but I did do that, and I did not enjoy it too much, but part of it is because the original texts were super low quality, and that makes it so hard to translate when you're given garbage. Like, it's hard to output anything that is less than garbage. You know? It's hard to output anything that's better than the machine translation. Even sometimes. Especially like with how good machine translations are getting now. Like, I am kind of glad that I did not read it. I am a bit glad that I did not decide to learn to be like to try and go professionally into translating, because with how good machine learning is getting, machine translations, I feel like translation is one of the fields that might be hit pretty badly by machine learning, because like machine translations have been a bit decent for a long time now, but now it's getting ridiculous, and I think it's going to be still quite a while before humans are completely phased out of the process, but I imagine it's not going to be long before a translator is just a guy who oversees like a machine learning, just a computer doing a bunch of machine learning stuff on language. And like all you have to do is, you know, check it for consistency, you know, mostly consistency really, because and even that might not be that big of a problem anymore. But another thing is like, I think, but at the same time, I find that before ChatGPT, people really overestimated the capability of AI, of machine learning writing, because like there's a bunch of like famous written by AI things which were actually just they were written by actual people imitating an AI style for humor. Like, you know, that Olive Garden commercial thing that was going around, that I got AI to write a chapter of a Harry Potter book thing. Right? I don't think I'm like, none of those are actually, well, I'm not so certain. I'm actually not 100% certain on the Harry Potter thing, so don't quote me on that, but do quote me on that Olive Garden commercial thing not actually being machine learning generated, not actually being AI. No, that was just a person writing in an AI-ish style for making it funny. And you know what? They fucking succeeded. It was really fucking funny. But not AI. That's I cannot quite do that. Like you have to have seen. Like it's yeah. Like if you're on any sort of social media, you probably seen at some point that I forced AI watch hundreds of hours of commercial thing, right? Started on Twitter, got screenshots got posted everywhere. Normal standard thing. So, like, unless you actively filter out memes, you you've probably seen it. Which it's going to be really funny if I do manage to run out of fuel. It's going to be very, very funny. But no, 5 laps. That should be about 12. Yeah, that's over 12 minutes. 5 laps is over 12 minutes for sure. Wait, no, it's over 10 minutes. Yeah, it's over 12. It's yeah. Fuel is fine. Fuel is fine. Yeah. Oops. Touching the curb on the inside there is actually really bad. That's one of the ones that can really send you. So I'm not like setting any more fast laps because I'm being careful and trying to be consistent, and also I'm getting tired and starting to slow down. But at this point, consistency matters far more than anything else. I am liking this format though. I'm liking this endurance format. It's a very nice change of nice change of pace from the normal sprint format that's present in from the normal sprint format that is mostly used in ARC. That being amateur racing club or community. I keep forgetting if it's club or community. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just keep forgetting. I don't know why. But the point is, most racing here is seems to be a sprint form. This is not sprint. This is it's endurance, and yeah, I'm really appreciating the change of pace, and and I don't just say that because I'm winning. I don't just say that because I'm leading. I say that because I do genuinely enjoy it, and I think I would have enjoyed it. Honestly, I probably would have enjoyed it more if I got to fight with people, but hey, I'm not about to complain about being in P1 the whole damn time. Yeah, I'm not about to complain about any of that. Yeah, I feel like I'm just a lot more experienced with the Praga than everybody else in here. I feel like I just draw. Like I said, it's one of my more. Well, it's not one of my most driven cars anymore because I haven't done a full Praga league before, but I did do races in it, and I actually enjoying driving it a lot more now than I even did last time I raced it. Because last time I raced it was like a multi-class prototype thing, right? You had a LMP1 cars, LMP2, and this is classified as LMP3, even though I'm not even sure that's a real class. But yeah, just prototype cars. They had, the Porsche 919, some fictional LMP2 thing. It was the Reflex car, the Reflex V12, I think. Yeah, something like that. That's actually like a very cool mod. Really, that car's very fun, like very fun little prototype, very manual. And then, you know, at the slowest class, they had the Praga. I mostly did LMP2s back then, because, you know, I don't know, doing it the slowest class just didn't feel as good as doing the middle class. And but plus that the car they used for their LMP2 is just an absolute massive amount of fun. I love that mod. Absolute massive amounts of fun, the thing is. It's a bit similar to the Praga, but no traction control, more power, and it's open top, open cockpit. Very, 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 very cool little car. Maybe I can get people in Arc to race that someday, but right now my goal is trying to get people to do some open wheelers. Because I do really miss doing some F3 stuff. I can understand it's not the best for wheel-to-wheel racing, but I do find them just a ton of fun to drive, and I think it's... And I think there can be some decent wheel-to-wheel and open wheelers, honestly. If it's a spec series. Obviously, you know, like there's not gonna be as much contact, or at least as much contact that doesn't immediately result in death. To be fair, the way this... no, I mean, there has been quite a few touches that don't result in death. I still haven't... I still... Oh shit, I've forgotten to ask the admins, I've forgotten to ask, like, Brian to change my card on the DTM, because I went with the Audi, and it was a mistake. That car is very, very slow compared to others. Like, it's not even funny. I tried it. Like, it doesn't quite have the top speed, right? Or the acceleration. Which, you know, should be okay. Thing is that the next map, the next track on the DTM league should be the best case scenario for the Audi. There aren't really very long straights. It's, you know, all like these slow to medium speed corners. Should be perfect for the Audi, but it just gets completely shredded by all three other options. Even it's being all-wheel drive doesn't help it against the Merc and the BMW. And don't even mention the Alpha. The Alpha just shreds everything. The Alpha is so good in everything except drivability. Like, the Alpha is such a pain to drive because the force feedback on that thing is very weak for some reason. It feels so odd to drive. Once you figure it out, it's very fast, but I don't know, it's not enjoyable to drive, I'll be honest, it's just not. Like, I genuinely got worried that something might be wrong with my wheel when I drove it. I do not know why that is, if it, like, maybe the real car has some insanely powerful power steering, which in a real car I guess would be desirable. And I imagine it's quite far to drive with a better steering wheel, like with a direct drive that has some decent strength behind it. That way, you know, the force feedback could be not very strong, but without losing the detail, like I lose the detail with my G27 in that. Like, with the direct drive it has to be so much better. But with this little baby thingy, it's just not. I might have to fuel save a tiny bit, I think. At the end. But you know, that's fine. I'll start fuel saving now. I can afford to. Yeah, see, just like don't go too fast here. It's it's also done for consistency and safety sake, so I don't crash. Oh, I just saw some times going wild on the relative. I got to lift. Oh well. I got to do the all lift and cost fuel saving thing. But it's fine, like next lap is gonna be the last one anyway, so just gotta make sure I have one solid lap of fuel before I cross the finish line, then maybe, I don't know, go for another fastest lap for the fun of it. I mean, there is a risk to it, but there's not too, there's not too much risk. I'm gonna do like a big old lift and coast, I think, at the final stage before the chicane. And after that I'm just going to go fucking nuts. Try and get one last fast lap in. What happened? Like, I wonder how that guy said, like, what happened to the guy who said the 24 lap time? Because I cannot do that. I guess I guess I did get what I wanted, and he did turn out to be not consistent enough. One estimated lap, so left. Okay, going fucking wild, let's go. To one. I might run out just before the finish line, but that's a good time. That's... If you're going to run out of fuel just before the finish line, is a acceptable place to do it. It's better to run out just after the finish line for sure, but... Okay, focusing now. Didn't focus enough. Because that was fucking awful. Like, I started okay, but the exit was so bad. I can still do a fast, I can still improve my time, because I think I got a really good T1. Okay, this is the key now. Okay, no way I improve now. No way I improve. Okay, that's it. I lost it. Just felt... Yeah, I felt the grip start to go away, so I just, you know, let go the throttle and just went forward for a bit to regain stability. Don't need a crash. The tires are starting to feel a bit off as well. Oh, that was actually perfect. What the fuck? Why couldn't I have done that before, like every lap? Ooh. What happened to Danon? I'm gonna have to watch a replay. What happened to him? Because he was challenging me for the lead. I think he was the guy with 24. Yeah, he has to have had some sort of horrible incident to put him out of contention and make him quit before the end. Unless he's just like super salty, which, you know, that's about, you know, about not winning. But I mean I get that. I don't get being. No, I do. Like I don't think, I don't know, something must have happened here. Something must have gone wrong. And do we run out of fuel now? Yeah. GG. Oh yeah, let's fucking go. That's a win. I fucking won the race. That's the first time I win the race in the league. I won the race in the league. Ah, fuck me. Yes. I'm gonna. Oh. Oh yeah. Fucking Praga R1. Let's go. I'd be yelling so loud right now if it wasn't. Oh, it's half to one only. Okay, fine. That's okay actually. That I was thinking that it's gonna be. What a fucking win. Oh yeah, that's sun. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. I'm gonna take some screenshots here. Oh, that's good. That's good shit. I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna hop on for a second. Hey Brian. Thanks Brian. Hey there. Good race. Oh yeah. My first win. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I went from softs to softs. Yeah. Like I realized that they last just about half the race. That's when they start to really go off, and so just went for it. Yeah, curbs kill you. Curbs, they're like they're murder curbs. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go finish up the stream, get sleep, all that stuff. Very late for me. See you later. Good race again. Okay, I don't even know if. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the race for me, of the day for me. Late as fuck. Really happy about that win, and I will see you all next time.